Listen carefully, for this is not a normal message. Archangel Michael is crying loudly over what you have done. He has been standing at the threshold of your life, guarding every door, every pathway, and every opportunity that you could have taken, and yet, you hesitated. You thought the miracle you hoped for had abandoned you, that it had been denied by God, that perhaps you were unworthy or forgotten. Michael is here to tell you, with every ounce of divine power that flows through him, that the miracle you gave up on was never denied. It was delayed. Time was not against you, it was preparing you, molding you, guiding you to the precise moment when your heart, your spirit, and your circumstances would align perfectly with what heaven has planned for you. This is your final call. Do not underestimate it. Michael is warning you that if you ignore this message, if you hesitate one more time, if you allow fear or doubt to block your next step, the miracle that has been orchestrated for you by God's own hand will remain untouched, untouched by your presence, untouched by your faith, because you alone will have blocked it. And make no mistake, you will bear the full responsibility for what is about to happen. Not the world, not those around you, not the circumstances, you. The delay was not denial. Every second that passed without your trust, without your prayer, without your recognition of the signs, was a test, a shaping of your spirit, a divine orchestration of events that could only now come together. There have been people, places, and situations that seemed random or inconvenient, but Michael assures you they were never random. Every delay, every obstacle, every moment that you doubted or hesitated, was carefully designed to prepare the exact conditions for your miracle to manifest in full glory. And now, the time is at hand. You may feel exhaustion. You may feel despair. You may think that the universe has turned its face away from you, that the very doors you knocked on remained closed, that prayers remained unheard. But Michael is standing beside you, sword drawn, illuminating every shadow that has confused you, cutting away the chains of doubt that have bound you, and crying out with urgency because the window is now narrow. The divine timing has arrived, and it is your turn to respond. Do not waste a single heartbeat dismissing this. God Himself has watched over this delay, over your moments of struggle, over the nights when you could not see the light and felt abandoned. Each tear you shed, each pang of longing, each whisper of hope that you dared not voice, has been recorded in heaven's book. And now, the miracle waits. It waits not because God is slow, but because God is perfect. The timing is precise, immaculate, and sacred. Archangel Michael commands you, open your heart fully. Open your mind fully. Stop questioning your worthiness. Stop asking, why me? Stop allowing fear or pride to create walls where doors have been flung open for you. Michael is here to physically, spiritually, and emotionally shake you, to awaken every part of your being to the urgency of this moment. This is not a suggestion. This is not encouragement. This is a divine decree. Take action, respond with faith, and align yourself with what God has already prepared. You may ask, what is the miracle? How will I know it? Michael answers, the miracle may not look as you expected. It may not arrive in the shape or form you imagined. It may be wrapped in the hands of someone you did not anticipate. It may come as a situation that first seems impossible, inconvenient, or even threatening. But do not reject it. Do not dismiss it. The miracle will speak for itself if you allow yourself to recognize it, to trust it, to embrace it without hesitation. Do not be fooled by the lies of delay. Do not be trapped in the false belief that because things have not manifested yet, the miracle will not come. It will come. But it will only come to those who are ready, who are awake, who do not block their own blessings. If you ignore this final warning, if you hesitate or allow skepticism to take control, you will turn your back on what heaven has prepared, and no one else can bear that loss for you. Michael is crying, not because God is angry, but because you are at the precipice of your own faith. He is crying because he has stood by you, fought for you, prayed over you, and prepared the path, and still, hesitation lingers in your heart. You have been given every sign, every message, every opportunity to step forward, and yet, the final step remains. Every delay has been intentional. Every trial has been necessary. Every moment of frustration was designed to awaken your spirit to the magnitude of what is coming. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Michael has never left you. God has never left you. Angels unseen have been surrounding you, whispering guidance, opening doors, and now the hour is urgent. You must respond, you must act, you must open yourself fully to the miracle, and you must do so immediately. Even now, some may be trying to mislead you, distract you, or pull your attention elsewhere. Do not fall for it. This is the hour of clarity, the hour of destiny, the hour when the culmination of divine preparation reaches your hands. The miracle may be financial, spiritual, emotional, relational, or something beyond human comprehension, but it is yours, and it is waiting. Michael's voice echoes through your soul, do not wait. Do not question. Do not hesitate. The time is now. The opportunity is fleeting. What you ignore today, you will mourn tomorrow. What you deny by inaction, you will never regain. This is the final call. If you are reading this, understand that heaven has aligned circumstances, people, and signs all around you. You may have felt moments of serendipity, coincidences that seemed too precise to be random, doors that opened unexpectedly, people who reached out when you least expected it. These are not coincidences. These are whispers of heaven, calls from Michael, confirmations of what God has planned. Each moment has been your preparation, each encounter your guide, each obstacle your teacher. And now, the culmination is at hand. This is the moment where you step forward in faith, where you claim what is yours, where you allow the divine orchestration to unfold. To hesitate now is to risk everything. To doubt now is to delay what could never have been delayed any longer. Michael urges you, move with courage, move with trust, move with unwavering certainty that God's timing is perfect, and that what was once delayed is now ready to manifest. Listen carefully, and do not ignore these words, for Archangel Michael is speaking to you with a voice that shakes the heavens, a voice that pierces through every distraction, every doubt, every hesitation. He has been standing guard over you for longer than you realize, holding back forces that would have caused you great harm, yet now he is urging you with urgency unlike anything before. The miracle you thought was lost, the blessing you believed had passed you by, was never denied. It was delayed, stretched over time, held back only by circumstances beyond your understanding, by decisions that were never yours to make, by the timing of God, perfect and divine. Do not deceive yourself into thinking that your inaction, your hesitation, your disbelief, will not affect the course of this miracle. Archangel Michael warns, this is the final call. If you continue to ignore it, if you continue to procrastinate or pretend that this message does not concern you, the delay will turn into a blockade. You alone will be responsible. Heaven will no longer intervene to undo what your own choices allow to happen. The power has been placed in your hands, but the responsibility rests entirely upon you. You must understand, this is not a threat but a declaration of truth. Michael does not seek to frighten you, yet fear is necessary when life teeters on the edge of irreversible consequence. The miracle that waits for you is enormous. It is not small, it is not insignificant, it is life-changing, earth-shaking, destiny-altering. The blessings you thought you could no longer have are ready to pour into your life, but only if you act, only if you open yourself, only if you heed this warning with every fiber of your being. Time is shorter than you think. Every second that passes without acknowledgement, without surrender to divine instruction, is a second where the miracle becomes more distant, harder to reach, and more fragile. Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff and refusing to step forward, knowing that the ledge behind you will fall away. That is the moment you are in now. This is not dramatization, this is reality as seen by the angels, as seen by Michael, as seen by God Himself. You may ask, why was it delayed? Why must I wait? The answer is simple, yet profound. God's timing is precise, never hasty, never mistaken. The delay was to ensure your heart, your mind, and your spirit are aligned with what is coming. It was to test your patience, your faith, and your willingness to act when called. It was to prepare a path that you could not see, to remove obstacles that would have made the miracle impossible if you had rushed it, to align circumstances so that when it arrives fully, completely, and overwhelmingly. Yet this is also the moment where your choice becomes crucial. Michael warns you, do not mistake delay for denial. Do not allow doubt, fear, or pride to blind you to what is coming. The door is open, but it is fragile. If you ignore the call, if you pretend that the warning does not exist, if you put off action because it feels inconvenient, the miracle will not be snatched away from you by God, it will be blocked by your own hesitation. Your disbelief, your delay, your unwillingness to trust fully is the only force that can stop it. And what will happen if you do stop it? You will know loss unlike anything you have ever known. Opportunities will vanish before you even recognize them. People will cross your path and leave without ever giving you the chance to act. Doors that were meant to open wide will remain closed, and you will carry the burden of knowing that it was your choice that allowed them to remain closed. Michael sees the weight of regret that will follow. He sees your tears, your frustration, your whispered cries into the night. He does not wish for this, yet he cannot intervene beyond this final warning. You must act. Understand, the miracle is not ordinary. It will touch every area of your life. It will bring unexpected abundance where there was scarcity. It will reveal truths that were hidden, uncover doors that were locked, and bring forth opportunities that were invisible to your eyes. Relationships, wealth, health, spiritual insight, and personal growth will all be transformed. Yet it requires alignment, requires willingness, requires surrender. Your resistance will only prolong your waiting, and your ignorance of this warning will result in suffering that could have been avoided. Michael is crying loudly now as he delivers this warning. The angels are watching, waiting, praying, urging you to act. The urgency in his voice is unlike anything you have heard before, because this is the threshold between divine intervention and human failure. He wants you to feel the weight of your responsibility without being paralyzed by it. He wants you to understand that the universe, though vast and powerful, works in tandem with your free will. Heaven cannot force your hand when your own heart refuses to move. Take a moment and reflect. How many times have you ignored subtle signs, small nudges from God, whispers from your spirit? How often have you delayed action, telling yourself there will be another day, another opportunity, another chance? This is not another chance. This is the moment. The alignment of stars, of angels, of divine will, is such that the blessing is here, waiting, ready, perfect. The miracle is not coming in the future, it is already present. Your action is the final key. The warning is absolute. The miracle will arrive for you if you say yes, if you open your heart, if you obey. It will not arrive if you say no, if you remain silent, if you ignore the signs. Do not let pride interfere. Do not let stubbornness dictate the outcome. Your life hangs in the balance of your decision. Your destiny, your fulfillment, your joy, your relief, and your liberation, all hang on your response to this call. Feel the weight of this warning, but also feel the love behind it. Michael does not want to punish you, he wants to guide you. He wants to ensure that your journey does not end in regret but in triumph. The angels who have watched over you, who have shielded you from harm, who have cleared obstacles before you even knew they existed, they are all waiting for your answer. Will you act, or will you remain frozen in doubt? Do not waste another breath in delay. Take the steps required to align with the miracle. Pray, surrender, listen, and act. Speak aloud to God, to Archangel Michael, that you accept this guidance, that you recognize the timing, that you will no longer stand in the way of your own blessing. Say it clearly, I am ready. I will act. I will open the door. I will accept the miracle. This is only the beginning. If you respond with sincerity, if you move with courage, if you trust fully, the miracle will unfold in ways beyond imagination. But hesitation will turn waiting into loss, and delay into regret. The choice is yours, but Michael warns that the consequences of ignoring this are severe, not in punishment, but in missed destiny, in wasted time, in lost opportunity. Listen carefully, because this is not an ordinary message, and Archangel Michael himself is shouting through the heavens with urgency that cannot be ignored. The miracle you believed was gone, the blessing you prayed for and wept over, was never taken from you. It was delayed. It was held back not to punish you, but because timing, the divine timing, must align with the perfection of your destiny. Yet, now, the moment of decision has arrived, and every second you hesitate, every doubt you allow to creep into your heart, you create a blockage between yourself and what heaven has prepared for you. This is not a threat. This is a warning, a lifeline, a last call from the Archangel himself who watches over you, who cries over your despair and fights for your favor in the realm unseen by mortal eyes. Do you feel it? That weight pressing on your chest, that unease that comes with knowing something extraordinary is near but just out of reach? That is Michael's presence. He stands before you, sword of light in hand, wings unfurled, tears falling because he knows how close you are to the turning point, and yet, he sees the hesitation that could undo it all. He is shouting for you to act, not later, not tomorrow, but now. The universe is ready to move for you. Doors that have been locked, opportunities that seemed impossible, the whispers of wealth, love, abundance, and revelation, all of these are aligned to your path. But you must step forward. If you do not, if you ignore this, the miracle will remain, but you alone will bear the full responsibility for its delay, for the sorrow that could have been avoided, for the blessings that could have been yours but remain withheld because you did not answer the call. This is the moment when your faith is tested, not the faith you speak of in words, but the faith you demonstrate with action, with courage, with the willingness to trust in what you cannot yet see. Do you remember the nights when you prayed until your eyes burned, when you whispered your needs into the dark, when tears mingled with hope? That hope was never in vain. Every prayer, every act of faith, every small attempt to hold on in the face of despair, has been heard. The delay was never a denial. It was a preparation. And now, if you hesitate again, if you ignore this call, the preparation will count for nothing, because Michael cannot fight your battles if you do not open the door for him. The angelic realms are moving on your behalf even as you read this. Forces you cannot see are arranging the pieces of your life, aligning the energies, clearing obstacles, shifting situations, removing those who have tried to suppress your blessings, even ones who have walked alongside you as friends or family but whose intentions have not been pure. The miracle you seek is already in motion, flowing toward you with a force that cannot be stopped by human weakness or doubt. But you have to act to receive it. Do not delay. Do not overthink. Do not wait for a sign that you already have. The sign is this message, this moment, this call from Michael himself. Every hesitation, every thought of maybe later, weakens your connection to this divine momentum. You are standing at the edge of a threshold that many pray to see but few dare to cross. Behind that threshold lies everything you have asked for, everything you have dreamed of, every promise whispered into the night by God Himself. To cross it, you must trust. To step forward, you must act. To open your heart fully, you must let go of fear, of doubt, of the old patterns that have kept you small. This is not a suggestion, this is a command from the highest realms. Open your soul, open your mind, open your life to the miracle that has never left you. The delay was necessary. Imagine if it had come too early, before your heart was ready, before your mind was prepared to handle what is now your destiny. The universe waited, God waited, Michael waited, to ensure that when this miracle arrives, it will not be wasted, it will not be ignored, it will transform you completely. And yet, even now, even at this precise moment, the choice rests with you. You could take the path of fear and hesitation, and block it yourself, allowing this miracle to drift away, unclaimed, while you suffer the consequences of ignoring the divine timing. Or, you could step forward with courage, with faith, with full alignment to God's plan, and claim what has always been yours. Do you hear the urgency in Michael's cry? Do you feel the weight of this moment pressing on your soul? It is not punishment, it is love. It is protection. It is the fierce insistence of an archangel who knows that if you do not act, you will regret it for the rest of your days. He cannot force you. Free will is the greatest gift and the heaviest burden. He can guide, He can protect, He can prepare, but the crossing of the threshold, the claiming of the miracle, that depends entirely on you. The signs have been there. Synchronicities, sudden encounters, unexpected words, opportunities appearing when least expected. These are not coincidences, they are nudges, messages, and divine confirmations that the time is now. Yet, you may still resist. You may still question. You may still allow fear to whisper lies into your ears. This is too late, you are not ready, it is impossible. Every such thought is the voice of doubt, the shadow that seeks to steal what heaven has prepared. Fight it. Push it aside. Let the light of divine certainty fill your being. The miracle is real. The timing is perfect. But only you can step forward to receive it. This is the final call, the last whisper of heaven reaching into the depths of your heart, and Archangel Michael himself is standing before you, his wings heavy with urgency, his voice carrying the weight of eternity. He says, "Do not close your eyes now. Do not look away. The miracle you thought was lost, the blessing you believed was denied, it has only been delayed. Not forgotten, not denied, only delayed. There is no room for hesitation." Beloved soul, hear these words not with your mind but with the deepest part of your heart, for they are not ordinary words, they are living light reaching toward you in this exact moment. God says, and his voice comes with the gentleness of 1,000 dawns but also the seriousness of thunder rolling across the mountains, "This is your hour. This is the moment you have been unknowingly preparing for. Every tear you have shed, every night you have wondered if heaven had forgotten you, every dream you buried because the world told you it was too late, none of it has been lost. The miracle you gave up on was never denied, it was delayed, refined, and hidden in a time vault so that it could be released at the very hour it would save and transform you. That hour is now. Archangel Michael stands by your side even as these words are being written. He is not a far-off figure in stained glass windows or distant scriptures. He is a blazing presence who has fought for you, prayed for you, and guarded you when you didn't even know you were in danger. He says to you with tears and firmness at the same time, "This is not a joke. This is your last warning. Heaven has aligned something extraordinary for you, but your choice in this moment matters. If you ignore this final call, you will block it yourself. If you delay again, the tide will recede, and you will have to wait a long cycle before it returns." Do not let fear twist these words. This is not a message of punishment but of awakening. God does not threaten, he invites, he alerts, he pleads because he loves. The seriousness you feel now is his love refusing to let you settle for a half-life, for crumbs when a banquet waits for you. You have prayed, you have fasted, you have wondered why others' prayers seemed to be answered while yours went silent. Heaven heard you the first time. Heaven began moving the very moment you spoke. But heaven needed you to hold the vibration of trust until the appointed time. Many times you let go, many times you doubted, but your heart still whispered, "God, I believe," even when your mouth could not. That whisper was enough to keep the miracle alive. Now God says, rise. Do not shrink from the promise because of past disappointments. Do not sabotage what I am sending because you think you are unworthy. The angels have built a bridge from the invisible to the visible. All you must do is step onto it with your trust. Pray not with panic but with surrender. Say, God, I receive what you have for me. I will not block it. I will not ignore it. Feel the shift inside as you say it. That is the Holy Spirit aligning you with the miracle's arrival. Archangel Michael shows me your path like a long corridor. At the end is a door glowing with golden light. That door is opportunity, healing, reconciliation, abundance, answers to questions you thought would haunt you forever. But the handle is on your side. You must open it. You open it with trust, with prayer, with the decision to act when prompted. Heaven cannot force your hand. It can only send sign after sign, message after message, until finally you understand that the delay was not denial but preparation. God says, I am with you. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. The storm you feared will not touch you if you stay under my wing. Imagine yourself in the center of a great hurricane but held in a still, clear eye where no wind can harm you. That is where you are right now. Outside may look chaotic, people leaving, plans collapsing, news full of darkness, but inside this circle of light you are untouchable. This is why the angels keep saying, do not fear. Do not ignore. Because in the stillness of trust, your miracle can land. Take a deep breath. Right now, even as you read, you are being surrounded by light. Archangel Michael's sword is cutting cords of despair, failure, and delay from your life. Chains you thought were welded shut are falling off. Generational patterns are breaking. You are not cursed, you are chosen. The very area of your life where you have faced the most resistance is the exact area where heaven intends the greatest blessing. This is why the warfare there has been so intense. You may feel a tingling in your hands, a warmth in your chest, a sudden urge to cry. That is not your imagination, that is confirmation. The Spirit is bearing witness inside you that this is your moment. Whisper now, even softly, I trust you, God. I receive my miracle. I will not block it. These words are keys. They unlock the door that has been waiting for you. Do not worry about how it will happen. Do not calculate the logistics. Miracles by definition exceed your math. Your role is trust and obedience. When a prompting comes, make the call, send the message, forgive that person, step out in faith, do it without hesitation. Those small obediences are the landing strips for the large blessings. God says, I am not angry with you. I am not disappointed in you. I am calling you. He knows how tired you are. He knows how many times you tried and failed. That's why He is sending Michael to stand with you now. The miracle's timing is perfect. Your story is not over, it is about to be rewritten. Hold this truth: you are safe. You are loved. You are guided. Nothing will go wrong with you as you lean into Him. Even if the outer world trembles, your inner world will be steadied. Even if others walk away, angels will walk in. Even if doors close, better doors will open. Tonight, when you pray, imagine handing over every fear, every doubt, every what if to God like stones you no longer need to carry. See Him take them from your hands and replace them with light. That light is your miracle in seed form. Speak life over it. Thank Him for it before you see it. Gratitude before manifestation is the signature of true faith. And when it comes, because it will come, do not forget this moment. Remember how heaven warned you, called you, loved you. Remember how Archangel Michael stood guard at the threshold. Remember how God whispered, last warning, not to scare you but to wake you. This is your awakening. This is your appointed time. Stay in prayer. Stay in trust. Say aloud, I will not block my miracle. I will not ignore heaven. I am ready. Feel the shift. Feel the alignment. That is heaven's yes resonating through you. You are stepping out of delay and into divine timing. You are stepping out of fear and into fulfillment. This is the message. This is the moment. Receive it. Live it. Watch as what you thought was impossible becomes inevitable. God is with you. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust and pray. And as you do, the miracle long delayed will stand in front of you, undeniable, unshakable, and yours at last. God says this message is reaching you at the exact moment you were meant to see it, because the flow of divine timing never misses its mark, even when human eyes cannot yet see how the plan unfolds. You have cried, prayed, begged, and at times wondered whether heaven even noticed, and this is heaven's answer. The miracle you gave up on was never denied. It was delayed. It is still alive, it is still waiting, it is still breathing with the breath of God's own Spirit. Nothing you have done has been wasted. Nothing you have endured has been in vain. Every tear you have cried has been collected. Every prayer you whispered under your breath, even when you were unsure anyone was listening, has been written in the book of remembrance before God. Now the hour has come to awaken your faith, because heaven is moving again. Archangel Michael stands near you even as you read these words. He does not come lightly. He comes when the moment is critical, when decisions you make now can shift the outcome of an entire season of your life. He has seen the exhaustion in your spirit. He has watched you stare at closed doors and wondered whether to keep knocking. He is saying now with all the weight of heaven, last warning, last call. The miracle you believed for was not denied. It was delayed so that certain pieces could fall into place, so that what you receive will not crumble, so that what you carry will not be stolen. But if you ignore this final call, you will block it yourself, not because God withdraws His promise, but because your agreement is part of its arrival. Your yes is needed. Your trust is needed. Your willingness to step into the unknown is needed. God says He is not angry with you. He is not condemning you. He is reminding you of the authority He placed in your life. He gave you the ability to choose, to align, to walk in faith. And He is telling you that this is one of those rare windows of time when what you do with your heart, what you speak with your mouth, and what you decide with your will can accelerate or stall what heaven is trying to release. You are not at the mercy of blind fate. You are standing at a door. It is open. But you must walk through it. Michael is not only an angel of war, he is an angel of protection, guidance, and truth. He is revealing to you now that every obstacle you faced, every delay you endured, was not meant to destroy you but to refine you. He saw the forces that tried to break you and has been fighting for you behind the scenes. You may not have heard the battle, but you felt the pressure. You may not have seen the fight, but you bore the scars. That was because your destiny carries weight. Your name has been whispered in rooms you do not even know exist. Your life's assignment has drawn opposition because what you carry will free others when it manifests. This is why heaven is saying, do not miss this moment. Do not let the weariness of waiting turn into the apathy of quitting. God's Spirit is speaking with tenderness and urgency. He is saying, child, you are safe. I am with you. Nothing will go wrong with you while you are hidden in my hand. But you must still trust me. You must still pray. You must still speak the words that align with the promise instead of the pain. There is a battle right now for your focus. Distraction will tell you to scroll past this, to doubt it, to think it is for someone else. Fear will whisper that you are unworthy, that the promise has expired, that you should just settle for what is. Heaven is countering every one of those lies with truth. You are still chosen, you are still loved, and the promise is still alive. You have been walking through a season where silence felt like abandonment. God is saying it was not abandonment, it was incubation. Seeds grow in the dark before they break the soil. Babies develop unseen before they are born. Plans are hidden before they are revealed. The delay was a covering. The delay was protection. The delay was God's mercy. He would rather you wait and receive the fullness than rush and watch it shatter. But now the waiting season is ending. That is why this message feels so charged. That is why you feel it vibrating in your chest. It is because heaven is leaning close, calling you by name, telling you that the window is opening, but your agreement is still the key. Archangel Michael says he has been standing between you and premature loss. He has been pushing back forces of sabotage. He has been shielding you from attacks you never even knew were aimed at you. He has been whispering strength to your spirit when you thought you couldn't take another step. He has been making sure that even when you stumbled, you didn't fall off the path. He is saying now, listen. This is not a drill. This is not a test. This is the moment where your faith has to rise again. The miracle you thought had died is still breathing. Do not bury what heaven has not buried. Do not close the door that heaven is opening. God says He has heard your secret prayers. He knows about the nights you felt you had nothing left to give. He saw when you wanted to give up but didn't. He saw when you praised Him even with tears streaming down your face. Those moments counted. They have been woven into the miracle. They are part of the testimony. When the breakthrough arrives, you will not just have a blessing, you will have a story that will strengthen others. That is why the opposition has been so fierce, because the enemy fears not only your miracle but your testimony. You are safe. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you are supposed to be to hear this. God says take a breath. Let His Spirit calm the shaking inside you. Let His peace wrap around you. This is not about panic, it is about awakening. It is about realizing that even when you were at your weakest, heaven was still working. Even when you thought you had lost everything, heaven was preserving the seed. Even when you thought the promise had expired, heaven was extending grace. Now, your part is to trust and to pray. Speak life again over the promise. Whisper, yes, again to heaven. Ask for strength to step into what is opening. Release the bitterness of delay. Forgive yourself for doubting. Forgive others for hurting you. Let go of the heaviness that has been clinging to your heart. As you do, you are making room for the miracle to land. God does not want you anxious or fearful. He wants you ready, at peace, expectant. Michael is still standing guard. He is still fighting for you. But he cannot force you to choose hope. That is yours to decide. Heaven is saying, we are with you. We have never left you. We are not finished with you. Your story is not over. The urgency you feel is not punishment, it is invitation. It is the sound of destiny knocking at your door one more time. This is why heaven calls it last warning, not because God is cruel, but because the window is sensitive. Because your agreement right now matters. Because God loves you enough to send reinforcement to your spirit to remind you that the miracle is still yours if you reach for it. God says breathe. Stand. Believe. Pray. Open your hands. Release the fear. Say yes. The miracle is not denied. It is delayed. But delay does not mean dead. Heaven is still on your side. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you while you are hidden in His hand. Trust Him. Pray to Him. Walk forward. Your time has come. God says this moment is not an ordinary moment. This is not just another day on your calendar or another word on a page. This is a divine appointment. Heaven has been whispering to your heart, tugging at your soul, reminding you again and again that what you gave up on was never denied. It was only delayed so that the perfect moment, the perfect alignment, and the perfect breakthrough could arrive without contamination, without sabotage, and without the hands of those who wished to see you fall interfering. This message is not a coincidence, it is a lifeline. The same Spirit that once breathed life into the universe is breathing life into your hope right now. Archangel Michael speaks now with urgency. He does not speak lightly. He does not speak unless the heavens have declared that the time is now. He says to you, this is the final call. You stood at the edge of giving up, you stood at the edge of despair, you let your faith slip between your fingers like sand because the waiting grew too long and the nights too cold. But even as you questioned, even as you doubted, the miracle continued its journey toward you. It never stopped. It was being protected, refined, and preserved for you because heaven knows what belongs to you must reach you whole. But Michael's warning is clear. If you ignore this call, if you close your heart one more time out of fear, cynicism, or self-protection, you yourself will create the block that the enemy could not. Heaven is telling you, this is not to frighten you, but to awaken you. You have been chosen to receive a fulfillment, and your consent, your faith, your willingness is the key that opens the final gate. God says you are safe, you are guarded, you are surrounded even when you feel alone. There is no force on earth or in the spirit realm stronger than the love being poured over you now. All that you have been through was not punishment, but preparation. Every disappointment was pruning. Every delay was divine timing. Every closed door was a protection. You saw the walls and thought they were prison bars. Heaven saw them as shields. The season of waiting was a cocoon, not a coffin. The wings you have been growing in secret are about to unfurl, but you must not harden your heart in this last hour. You must not speak words of defeat over yourself in this final stretch. Archangel Michael has been fighting battles in realms you cannot see. The very air around you has been charged with prayers, tears, and angelic warfare to ensure that what belongs to you reaches you. That is why you have felt a heaviness, a pressure, a sense of urgency you couldn't name. It is because heaven has been moving and the enemy has been resisting. But now, Michael says, the final push is